Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you're never leaving my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a mind reader. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a mind reader. Mind reader.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Just throw my disclaimer up here. Sorry about that. Just wanted to put my disclaimer up there real quick. Shout out to all you guys. This Friday was good, Brandon. This Friday, hope everybody doing well and swell in the new world normal. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. Another beautiful day here in Rochester, New York. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the new Jesus and the amount of people that are just flocking and falling for the bullshit is just, it's almost, levels unseen, I mean, this Terrence Howard garbage. Reason why I call it garbage because that's exactly what it is. It's trash. It's garbage. And people say, "Oh my God," because y'all motherfuckers never heard this shit before. Does not make him a guru, anything special, a savior. Oh my God, he's freaking out. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill him. Oh my God, what in the fuck is wrong with people, man? And he's straight targeted a certain demographic, and it's all those fucking spiritual people, loving lighters and all that other bullshit. It's good rap samples, you know. They're like, oh, well, just get the information, and the word of God speaks through many. I mean, come on, man. People want a savior so bad. Like this dude went viral real fast, and we've been sharing the shit for years that he been talking about. Not what he been talking about, but yo, look at this motherfucker. Sounded just like a black sun cult worshiper, right? Because that's what they are. I mean, this shit was going around in the Empire days, or back in the like 2021, 2022. You know? Oh, he's got patents for fucking children blocks and other stupid shit. Are y'all fucking serious? Oh, the math and this. I have been saying on here for years, they taught us fucking wrong, and they use mathematics to do it. I've been telling y'all this shit for years. And now, 1 times 1 equals 1. Yo, I mean, we can't be this fucking stupid. We know that comes from Manly P. Hall. Like, that's where it comes from. I mean, there's other mathematics that we have no knowledge of because they're deep in the Church of England, right? In the Church of Rome, synagogues, which are the fucking indoctrination centers, the colleges. You think you'd pay $150,000, $100,000, $50,000 a semester? Of course you're going to get a higher education. And when you excel, you get pulled into those frat things, or later on in life, you're somebody, or somebody and know somebody, and then they send you to these institutions. And then probably the people that go there are like, what the fuck, where was this all at? Well, we keep it secret. That's why we can make an iPhone and a Samsung phone. That's why we can build Tesla technology, steal it and hide it. I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man. You motherfuckers kill me with this dumb shit. Really do. All this Terrence Howard shit and Sharon Howard, and you try to drop information, it's a religion. They don't want to hear it. You know how many times I got blocked yesterday? You haven't even looked up the patents. What the fuck? Obviously, people can't read. Obviously, people don't even know what the fuck a patent even is. I can go get a patent tomorrow on some shit. I could start my own mathematics. Mathematics are theories and hypotheses, right? That's all they are. What's good, Daniel Amico, Rap Samples, Brandon Mitchell, Jason C. What's good? Shout out to all. If any 1 or 2 people can see this on a Facebook platform or my other YouTube channels, is it on the fucking? No, it ain't on that one. But it blows my mind, man. It really truly. Oh, you're just always saying negative stuff and this and that. Da da da. This is a black man. He's doing this. I'm like, and this is a black woman, spiritual, loving light type woman is like doing all this. And I said, he don't even like y'all motherfuckers. Hey, sometimes you got to shoot a jab back. I was like, he don't even like y'all motherfuckers. You see all his wives? That's the part he got right. Not fucking with a certain demographic of women. He got that part right. His last wife, he got that right. Yeah, if they're divorced or not, who knows? It's Hollywood. But he got that part right. Don't fuck with these American-minded, indoctrination, institutionalized ass U.S. citizen mentality women. Don't fuck with them. Because your ass will be in all the U.S. citizen type indoctrination, institutionalized issues. That's what you'll endure. It is what it is. That's a whole nother fucking video for a whole nother day. But I'm like, he don't even like y'all motherfuckers. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, you see who he hangs with? Like, come on, man. You can't be fucking serious. And this guy's going to come out and he's speaking against this shit. Like, there's certain things you just know off the bat to just by default when they come out. It's straight already by default. 1, you know what they come from. 2, we know we're censored. The truth is censored and only bullshit algorithms are pushed. Because there's real motherfuckers that drops real truth that you can't even put a link in a fucking on a YouTube channel. You can't even put a link in the comments of a YouTube channel. You can't even put a link on Twitter, on Facebook, on it's X now. You can't even drop a fucking link. And you're gonna tell me this guy's out here speaking out against us, says, oh, they stole his patents. They did this to me. They did. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Is Terrence, do you know the power this motherfucker has? You mean to tell me he's this intelligent to create all this shit and be this intelligent and speak out, but he ain't intelligent enough to know you know what? I need to get people behind me. I need to start a movement. I need people, not internet. Now, if this motherfucker was going on tours, dropping this shit, saying, look, man, we need to, then we're talking a whole different ball game, right? Even if he's whatever the fuck he is, guess what he's doing? He's bringing minds together. He's bringing people together off the internet. That's, people are really starting to look at shit now. Nah, man, they can't have no shit like that. Come on, man. I mean, seriously, the shit is a fucking complete and utter joke. It's a joke, man. To think this guy is doing something different when we know he's a part of the, he's a part of the order. The church that he had with his wife, it was called the Church of Light, Consciousness, and Truth. That was the name of his church. Okay? He knows all this, but he put this in his title of his nonprofit religious group church, right? He put the word church in it. We know when you put the church in, it could be the church of any motherfucking thing. We know who it's all connected to. Because there are certain labels that you have to put inside of your to know, so people know what time it is. So yours knows what time it is, The people in the know what time it is when they, okay? Why ain't got to put church? How the fuck do you put church with consciousness, light, spirituality? Why would you put church in there? I mean, there's certain things that you just know, okay, when you hear these motherfuckers come out, because the shit is like viral like a motherfucker this week. This Terrence Howard. I'm like, where the fuck people been? Under a rock? And they're like, oh, you should watch it. Yeah, all the love and lighters, they just going wild over this shit. And all the fake truthers and fake spiritual, oh my God, the shit is unbelievable. Why? Because they never heard any information like this, They never looked at anything like this. But here we sharing videos over 2 years ago of him talking about the black sun. I mean, it's crazy, man. It truthfully is crazy, And then everybody just all forgets about everything. Oh, no. Look what he's talking about. No. I'm like, just like the whole Aaron Rodgers, Now we know why Aaron Rodgers faked the NFL fucking injury so he could go be trained the fuck up. Remember, why do they use entertainers, actors, sports stars? Because the motherfuckers know how to what? Be trained. They know how to practice. They know they're going to dedicate their time, right? This is just shit that they know. They know what they're going to get with these motherfuckers. They know, Use this window. Fitting in a tight squeeze. A very tight squeeze. But it's working. I took a couple pulls, but I got literally probably 5 inches in the front, 5 inches in the back. All right. So, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Just to see this shit. Just like I told y'all, after the eclipse, you're gonna start seeing shit. a new awakening happening. They know this. This is why they're pushing this shit. It's new. Isn't it all new, right? It's all new to a lot of people. Even some of y'all, it's new, right? It's new. It's new. So, it's new. Oh, why are they bringing out new shit? Why are they going to a whole nother phase? Why are they creating a truther community? Why are they dipping into consciousness? Remember, I always said one thing these motherfuckers never fuck with and talk about really is go deep into people that sound like us, that are understand a greater aspect of what we're into. They never have done it. But guess what? Now they're doing it. Now they're going mainstream with it. Right? Because this goes along with what they want, right? The new religion, science, mathematics, geometry, right? Geometry, science, mathematics, electronics, right? They got to prep you, get you ready for it. Like, oh, no, that's old, Jesus shit, right? They're closing the chapter on that religion, right? This is why in all those religions, what's the outcome? Death. The outcome is death. Why is that? Because they kill the religion along with the people, the belief system, so they can create a whole new belief system. It is what it is. Throughout history, people that speak the truth, off with their fucking head. It just is what it is. They've showed us that, Even in Hollywood, the ones that speak up, they come up missing. So this ain't nothing new. But I just had to come drop a video, man, because this shit is it's sad, to see so many people fall for it, man. And then don't you names the same people be talking about be careful of false prophets, but they just can't get enough of this fucking Terrence Howard. They're like, finally, and look at it's come. They're always trying to steal from a black man. Like, what in the fuck? You see his partner, what the fuck is it? Sealy? Whatever the fuck it is. Whatever the fuck his name is. Hold on, let me see what his name is. Something Sealy. Hold on, I'll get it right now. Chris Sealy. That's who it is. Chris Sealy. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm bursting some people's bubbles with this motherfucker, but hey, it is what it is, man. People gotta go. I gotta dive deep, because you'll see where this shit coming from. Dive deep, because Chris D. Sealy, right? That's his partner, right? That's his partner, Chris D. Sealy, and he's connected to the Church of Truth, Love, and Consciousness. That's what they're connected to it, right? The geometry of proton and the tetrayene shape. Terrence D. Howard, Chris D. Sealy, and Jeff Yee, right? The geometry hold on. The geometry of the proton is unique relative to its same charge counterpart known as the positron. The proton structure and its forces on an electron are molded in this paper. Analyzing the proton has the ability to create an atom necessary for molecules and life to form. When the positron of identical charge annihilates with an electron and matter vanishes. I don't even know what the fuck they saying, truthfully, but this is just what they into. Just same shit Kobe was into. Shit that ain't got shit to do with our reality right now. It's after they destroy this bitch. They got billion-dollar corporations already ready to go with shit we don't even have no clue of. This is the same shit that Kobe Bryant was into with his partner, who happened to be a fucking European. It is what it is. It's nothing to do with race or none of that shit. But it's the same thing. Chris D. Seeley. You know, this is shit they're into, right? This is the shit they're pushing to you that it's already the information they got is not new. This has been taken from other things. They're just making it new to you because they want us in this new society where you are even less significant than you thought you were with the fucking whole, you know, geometry, right? And astronomy that they created, right? So then Terrence Howard has a fucking book, right? And the book is called, right? Anybody can find this fucking shit. You know, and this is the thing. That's why nobody talking this way would have a fucking church called, have something with the name church in the bitch. It just wouldn't do it. You just would not do that unless you're attached to the Church of Satan, the Church of Rome, the Church of England, the Royal Church. You saying who you paying homage to, right? It just is what it is. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Trying to find this note I had a long time ago. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, man. It was good, Christopher Sharman. I can't find it right now. But it had to do with, hold on 1 second. Okay, never mind. All right, guys, sorry about that. But so yeah, so back to this. Okay, we got the book, right? Now remember, the church, his church is called the Love. The Love and Light. The Church of Love, Consciousness, and Truth. Something like that. But it has the word church in it. That's what I said. there's a reason why he has the word church in it, and it's not for it's because the text. You don't have to have the fucking word church in it to be no nonprofit and all that tax shit. You don't need the fucking word. We know why he has the word church in there, right? Now, he's got a book, all right, and he says, "Allow me to enlighten you." If he's got some math equations. If 4/2 is the inverse operation of 2 times 4 equals 4, then it would naturally follow that 2/1 is the inverse operation of 1 times 1 equals 2. What does your common sense tell you about these two scenarios? It just breaks it all down. I mean, it's whatever. Then it goes into, can you see where the mistake has occurred? Like I said, this all is going into where they want us. 100%. This is it. This is the shit from Aleister Crowley, Manly P. Hall, and many others, even before them motherfuckers, right? That's where this shit comes from. It's just occult hidden, right? He's not bringing it out. He's told to do what the fuck he's doing right now. There is no movement. He's not no fucking savior. He's not speaking out against anybody. If it was, this motherfucker will be on the streets in the hoods trying to teach people, trying to teach the black community. No, he ain't doing none of that shit. He's on the fucking internet on Joe the fuck Rogan. All right. Why ain't you over in what's that conscious community and shit? Why ain't over there? There's a lot of intelligent people over there who are into divine mathematics, who have talked about some of this shit before. This ain't new. This ain't new. They won't talk about divine mathematics because then shit really starts to make the fuck sense. This shit is more fuckery. It's more fuckery. And the concept of 1 times 1 equals 1, that shit comes from the Quran and Islamic religion. What was he when he grew up? That's what he was. What the fuck? That 1 times 1 equals 1 comes from that religion right there. Any Muslim will tell you that shit. I mean, come on, man. That shit is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous because what this whole thing is, it's the same thing as 2 times 2 or whatever the fuck it was. Remember that other quote, 2 times 2 equals fucking whatever the fuck they tried to say? You're dealing with existence and non-existence. You're dealing with matter and non-matter. That's what this all boils down to. This is what he gets into. This is Manly P. Hall shit right here. No different. It just sounds new to people, so they're going to gravitate and fall right in the CIA gateway program. This is the gateway program continued because it's a gateway. That's all it is. What is the gateway? It's them allowing entities into you, channeling through a motherfucker like this to come into you to go move the energy and frequency into their agenda exactly how they want it. Instead of rejecting it, they're like, no, okay, it sounds interesting. Okay, cool. Whoopity hoot out. Hey, that's you over there with that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. What the fuck is this doing in my life? They lied. We know they've been lying about every motherfucking thing. What are you talking about? It should be common sense. I don't even get into math, and it was common sense to me for years that it didn't make any sense. It was to reconfigure our minds. So, in this book, on the third page, he goes, "Dear world," right? This is another thing is, he's speaking to how you going to be this enlightened and be talking like this, dear world? Like, what in the fuck? Like, I just read this shit. I'm like, this is for a 5-year-old. No wonder why it's blocks. And he's trying not to infringe on fucking Lego, right? Trying not to infringe on fucking Lego with these patents and shit, right? And these are fucking children blocks. And he got some other patents too. Whatever. There's 11 fucking children's block fucking patents. I just skimmed through it real quick. I might be slightly wrong on some things with the patent, but I just got down to the grits and gritty of it, right? Dear world, I have been told by many that the releasing of this truth may pose certain challenges in my life. Okay, who the fuck told you this? Oh, we already know this because this is what they just do, right? We know that. So nobody really told you any motherfucking thing, right? He starts off, dear world, comma, I have been told by many that releasing this truth may pose certain challenges in my life. For there are many, and then he puts a period and he says, I'm not the best at etiquette, but goddamn, when I'm trying, if I'm writing a book, I'm not, it's going to sign like I'm enlightened or I'm intelligent. Not like this. What the fuck? I have been told by many that releasing of this truth may pose certain challenges in my life, period. And then starts the sentence with for there are many institutions that this truth will be viewed as disruptive to their system of profit and gains. Okay, why is he talking about profit and gains? Oh, because he's trying to reel in liberal minded, spiritual fucking just who are totally against the system and right along the line with fucking communism. And most motherfuckers don't even know it. And all the other people that fall into that ideology. Yeah, I can agree. All this shit he's saying, yeah, I can agree with, but I know what this shit is coming from, right? These are the people with the communistic, socialistic mindsets, right? So it says, system of profits and gains, period. I want to live a happy and peaceful life, and I pray for longevity, period. What the fuck kind of, you about to release all this information? This is the way you talk, and you about to sound this sophisticated, right? And then you're gonna sit here and write. I mean, literally, I'm reading this shit. I'm stopping. But I mean, come on, man. Motherfuckers can't be that fucking stupid, right? I want to live a happy and peaceful life, and I pray for longevity. Period. Then he starts it off with not just for me, comma, but for our entire species. Bitch, I ain't no motherfucker. I ain't your species. I'm not no species, motherfucker. You can say that word. I'm not a species. That's what they look at us like some fucking species, right? We greater than a species. Like, what the fuck is wrong? This is an enlightened being. This is why I try to tell people, man, y'all just fall for any fucking thing. Y'all want a savior so bad, not realizing that you're the savior. When these false motherfuckers come out, that's why I told you. I've said it since 2019. The New World Order is gonna come forward to take out the New World Order, right? Make it look like the people that are the New World Order that are trying to do all this. There's the New World Order is going to come try to take them out and say, oh, they're trying to form a New World Order. We got to stop it. Only to start a New World Order. The New World Order is going to take out the New World Order to form a New World Order. Motherfuckers, that's what this shit is. You want to talk about 1 + 1, 1 × 1 = 1? That's what the fuck you talking about. We already in power, that one. We coming out with another power to make me look like we defeat that power, only to create one fucking power. That's all this shit is. When you see these motherfuckers talking the same rhetoric that's been around, the CIA been pushing, run from these motherfuckers. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. No, I ain't hit your car. I know how to park. You'd see a dent in it. She's like, oh my fucking God. This should be recorded. Let me do something.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Do you mind pulling up?
You can't get out?
Yeah, it's like really tight. You're like almost on my car.
Okay. You got a lot of room behind you. I forgot I'm in the fucking Karen neighborhood. You should have saw her face. She can't back up fucking 2 feet. I forgot. They only go one way around this bitch. That enough room? I gave her a whole entire tractor trailer lane. My bad. I meant to get the fucking show y'all this bitch's Rocky Dennis face. Should have saw how angry she was. Like, what the fuck? She didn't know I was sitting in there. Oh, angry. Just angry for no fucking reason. I tell you, man, this is the society we live in, man. Good God Almighty. Society we live in. Hurry and back your ass up out of here. I would have been nice, but she didn't know I was in here because the windows are tinted, and she was just, oh, what the fuck? Ugh. And you got cameras in the front, brand new ass little Chevy car, got cameras in the front, sensors, all kind of shit. And I made sure she had a lot of room behind her. She just looked in the front, didn't even bother looking in the back. Oh, I can't get out. I can't get out. Oh, I can't get out. Can you move? You're like, really? Oh, my car. God, man, I tell you, I gotta go hit the sun and get some cleansing, man. Man, y'all could just see the shit that I see in the fucking daytime, blow your mind. Should have saw the look on her face when she was literally like 50 feet away. Couldn't even see up here. She was just had her arms flailing, and she was just looking, walking up, creeping, as if I I got a hitch on the back, like I had the hitch through her fucking car, and her car was smoking. So that's how she was looking. I'm like, what is she doing? Like I hit her car or something? Like what the fuck is wrong? She gets up, she looks, she flails her arms, then she walks to the side. She's like, oh, I wanted to say, did you look in the back of your car? You can reverse and just pull right out. Unbelievable, man. Anyway, unbelievable. All right. So we still reading Terrence. He said he wanted to enlighten us, right? Allow me to enlighten you. But then he says, this is his intro. Dear world, comma. What the fuck? Dear world. You know why? Hey, new world order. Hey, that's all I can say. New world order. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what's going on in the fucking man's mind. But anyways, I have been told by many that releasing of this truth may pose certain challenges in my life. For there are many institutions that this truth will be viewed as disruptive to their system of profit and gain. Oh, you mean the colleges? Oh, you mean the schools that teach this? Oh, the same ones that you guys are about to destroy? The same ones that are going bankrupt? The same ones that got to be all the way reconfigured? You mean the educational system that nobody really, people are losing faith in? You mean that education system that you guys know you got to destroy because of the evolving of the minds, right? Of the consciousness, You're talking about those schools? Oh, I get it. It fits perfectly. Anyways, I want to live a happy and peaceful life, and I pray for longevity. Oh, you know what that sounds like to me? Love and light. It also sounds like the motherfucker own nothing and be happy rhetoric. All right. I just want to live a happy life. Motherfuckers that say that shit, right? I get it. I want to live a happy life. But you got to know what we're into. You got to go through some turmoil to get to that happiness. You got to understand unhappiness to understand happiness. Everybody wants what he's saying. Not just for me, but for our entire species. Well, hey, y'all can take that how you want. If y'all species, y'all rock with this, that's up to you. No, and then he starts the next sentence with, know that I would never harm myself. Oh, the same rhetoric that all the conspiracy theorists and the true people know that you may off yourself. So you had to put this in here. I get that. I understand it. All right. Know that I would never harm myself, comma, nor anyone else for that matter, period. Nevertheless, if my life has to face certain challenges so that this planet can be saved. Oh my God, he sounds like the fucking environmentalist. He sounds like the Greta Thunbergs. He sounds like all these motherfuckers. Do it or our planets are gonna die. Oh shit, we better act now. He sounded like a motherfucking sounded it's the same. Y'all gotta understand this energy. It's the same shit that's coming out these motherfuckers' mouth. What do you mean we gotta save the planet? No, there's motherfuckers on here fucking the planet up. What do you mean save the planet? What? You mean to tell me you got all this enlightenment and you're saying the word planet on top of that? If you have all this knowledge, you understand words. If you understand this math and shit, you gotta understand words. You gotta understand the words you're using. You have to. And I'm almost done with it. I mean, it's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fucking. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sentences. 11 sentences in his fucking 162-page book of his introduction. Right? I mean, this shit is stupid as fuck to me, man. This shit is dumb as fuck to me. I'm saying, but people falling for it. It's viral. It's all over. People are just running to the fucking woods with this shit. You know? So, nevertheless, if my life has to face certain challenges so that this planet can be saved, comma, please do not let these trials that I may have to face be in vain. And pray for me as I am praying for you. Period. Sincerely, Terrence Deshaun Howard. May 25th, 2019. I told you this shit is not new. Old. Right? But they had to wait to a certain time to push this, to get it out there, to, make it well be known. Ironically, after all these celestial events, ironically, at the time where they want this bitch destroyed, collapsed, Yuval Harari type shit. Okay? Hold on. Let me do a refresher. So I'm going to tell you who Terrence Howard lines up with.
You have a small elite that pushes things in its own interests, even if it doesn't benefit the vast majority of the population. This has happened so many times previously in history, and it's probably going to happen again. One of the biggest dangers to the planet today is this technological utopia, because probably for the elite it will work. If bad comes to worst, and when the flood comes, the scientists will build a Noah's Ark for the elite, leaving the rest to drown, the rest of the people and then the rest of the ecosystem. But they are likely to be able to construct this technological Noah's Ark, which is probably what much of the elite is counting.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, y'all, but this rhetoric that Terrence Howard is pushing lines right along with these weird old motherfuckers. This is what it is. So, and then he says, he does this thing where he says, I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. It should never occur that the square root of a given number, when added to itself, produces a result greater than the initial number squared. For that would pose a loose thread written the fabric of mathematics. A loose thread capable of unraveling the very ground rules of mathematics and consequently ensuring the collapse of any system that is based upon its foundation. Written by Terrence Deshaun Howard. Right? And then he goes into this. I'm not gonna read every fucking thing, right? I'm not gonna read everything. Exactly. Truth Virus is good. Truth Virus. One. A treatise on 1 times 1 equals 2. For 1 times 1 to equal 2, for 1 times 1 to equal 1 creates a direct violation of natural law. Again, this shit goes straight into Manly P. Hall, his whole fucking mathematics shit, right? Direct violation of natural law and contradicts Newton's law regarding action and reaction and the laws governing conservation of energy. Whoa. His whole first fucking math problem example has to do with conservation of energy. Oh, what wants to push the conservation of energy? Oh my God, the same fucking New World Order. I'm telling you, man, people don't understand what the fuck is going on. How are you going to be talking about all this shit and this motherfucker come out? You're like, oh my God, I love the guy. He's against it. But don't understand what the fuck he's even talking about. a treatise on the Platonic solids being illusions and universally a set of non-sustainable, oh, there's that word, non-sustainable, comma, incomplete and now obsolete geometric structures. All space is curved, thereby making it impossible for a straight line to come into existence. The Platonic solids are only optical illusions. Sorry, Flat Earth, he just threw y'all all out the fucking window. Y'all could use this to be like, yo, he's trying to cover Flat Earth. Y'all could come out and be like, yo, this motherfucker trying to cover up Flat Earth. Meanwhile, they never talk about equilibrium, which is more powerful than anything, because you'll realize everything in nature and your human matter body in creation is built off of equilibrium. All right. What is the equilibrium? Well, that will be an infinite straight line, right? That's why he's talking about it's impossible for a straight line to come into existence. Like, what? I think they targeting the flat earthers with this one. That was number 2. Number 3, finally, a treatise upon the previously undiscovered geometry that properly defines the magnetic field, the electric field, and redefines what we call space and time. Well, here we go. What we got? We got the electrical field. We got the magnetic field. We got, the big V word, them injecting shit in your body. I'm just saying it is what it is, right? I'm not going to read this whole fucking book. I'm not going to read this whole fucking book. But you already see the first part lets you know what the fuck he's up to, what the fuck's going on. This all fits. It all fits. It all fucking fits. I know they could have used, right, Hurricane JW. Morgan Freeman sound more intellectual. Exactly. They could have used Morgan Freeman. I would have been like, yo, I fuck with Morgan Freeman. I fuck with Grandpa. He talking some real shit. That's been more believable than this motherfucker. We already know he's a flunky in Hollywood. It is what it is. We already know that shit. So, all right, I'm gonna read the next one, and then I'm gonna go into to some way deeper. I mean, Manly P. Hall shit, to be honest, was way deeper than this shit. Way the fuck deeper than this shit. It was way deeper, Through deep reflection and purposeful observations of life and its process, I am witness to an entirely new cosmogony, right? Parentheses, and understanding of the universe, parentheses. I am not an alumni of any of the it's broken up. Prestige universities that books about math and science are often authored by, yet I do claim bragging rights and consider myself to be one of the most curious beings in all of creation. Self-loathing, self-worship. Hey, it is what it is. There's no problem with that. I do not have all the answers, but I can show you where to find them. And just like you, I do have questions I believe that warrant truthful and heartful answers. I understand that many truths are hard to swallow, like in the movie A Few Good Men, when Jack Nicholson tells Tom Cruise, actor, you can't handle the truth. Like, what? They know truthers always use you can't handle the truth from that movie and those clips. You mean to tell me that's all you know all this shit? Ancient ancient esoteric knowledge, ancient teachings, and you come up with that shit, you can't handle the truth from a fucking movie of Hollywood. Where you from? Man, get out of here. There are many consequences that come with a result of an unabridged tongue, and the truth can be quite burdensome to hear and difficult to accept at times. Nevertheless, from truth we grow. Even through growing pains may be a necessary accompaniment. That word is. Hold on, let me zoom in. Accompaniment. Anyways, truth is necessary for transparency. It is a vital component for understanding life itself, especially since the future of our entire species completely depends on it. Well, I think him and Greta should come together and rub fucking flowers and play tiddlywinks and Lego blocks because they all lining up to be the same fucking, this is the same rhetoric. Same shit, different toilet. Same shit, different toilet. You know? I have spent much of my lifetime gathering countless bits of information, pieces of answers, and tiny tidbits of regurgitated thought from around the universe. I have no prejudice regarding the source of that information whatsoever. I was only in search of absolute truth. And he probably came across Manly P. Hall. I have read and have been read by some of the most notable people on the planet. Still, I consider myself to be no greater than the simple single-cell organism and no less than a beloved child of God. Okay, hey, I don't know what the fuck he's mixing together there. I am an Academy Award nominated actor. Think about what he's talking about, man. A self-taught musician, a sculptor, an artisan, singer, songwriter, philosopher, poet, alchemist. Oh, and a student of mathematics and an avid chess player. Oh, you mean a checkerboard? Okay, we know what kind of chess you playing, motherfucker. Oh man, these people, these fucking truthers, these truthers and spiritual people, man, blow my fucking mind on how stupidly asleep they are. You know, unbelievable, man. Hey, I do not boast of memberships in the clubs of the elite. What the fuck? What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You got to throw that in there to get somebody like me. Oh, after this, I'm like, oh, I got it. He's not one of them. Look, he put it in his book, man. Oh man, this is my dog right here. This is the truth, man. I fuck with Terrence Howard. You know, I do not boast of memberships in the clubs of the elite. Yet I do belong to one of the most influential families that ever walked. Hold on, that ever walked upon the face of this planet. The human family. With an exclamation point. Gotcha. You thought he was gonna say some club shit. He's one of us, guys. He after reading that, he got me, man. I'm totally reeled in. He's a part of the human family. Yes. Who does he sound like? Motherfucker sound like the Love and Lighters. Right? The so-called the CIA induced awakening that through whatever this period was, the past couple months with all these celestial things, have actually ignited a new energy here. Have sparked a new, thought, right? A new conscious thought, a new something, you know? It is what it is. You can't deny that. You can't deny that shit. So here he goes, here he goes, with this crap, fitting right on in. Fitting in like a glove with all the perfect. How does this fit like a glove? How does this fit like a glove? Shit that I've been telling you was gonna happen. The new awakening, so they need new people with new information to grab people again. Oh, I never heard this before. You'll see other motherfuckers coming out with some other shit out of left field. Oh, I never heard that before. Oh shit. Trap you again, man. Furthering you right into what they want you to go into. All right. Now I'm gonna read this last part. Because it's actually long, and it actually, the more you read it, the more you see where the fuck he sits and stands. All right, you can't even get around it. All right. This book is intended for the betterment of all living, comma, breathing, comma, and conscious beings in the world and in the worlds to come. All creation is alive. All creation shares a collective consciousness with all other things. Oh my God, I'm fucking, I'm getting this. I'm getting the spiritual Holy Ghost reading him, and he's right. This guy's got the embodiment of Christ in him, man. He's got God in him. He's got the spiritual Creator, and he's what he is for us. He's on our side. Yeah, okay. All right. All creations share a collective consciousness with all other things, while many within our species, he keep calling this one. I don't like this motherfucker calling us a species. All right. Hey, maybe it's just a choice of word. I don't like that word. All right. I don't like that. I don't like that word. Right. It's just not. I ain't really feeling that word. You know. But he keeps calling us fucking. He keeps calling us fucking species and shit. I ain't really fucking with that word like that. Right. Because species and means, right, in logic, a class of individuals or things, a particular sort, kind, or type. Originally, a sight, look, view, outward appearance, shape, form. A derivative of specere, to look, to see, behold. All right? Motherfucker calling us a species. Like, what the fuck? Calling us a motherfucking species. It's calling us some things. We just some individuals. We're not nothing special to this motherfucker. He calling us a species. That's what the word, outward appearance, a shape. So he's looking at us like what the work he's doing, creating geometric shapes and all these different things, right? That's what he's looking at us. We just a shape. We just a class of individuals. We just a class of individuals. That's what this word means. A particular sort, kind, or type. We're a type of human, but we ain't up there with them. I mean, come on, man. Fuck out of here with this stupid shit. And this is for all the. This is because the shit's going viral and all the sheep ain't even this fucking brainwashed. The sheep they're so fucked up. They I believe these motherfuckers before I believe this shit. The sheep flock fucks ain't got a clue what the fuck going on. They're like, oh, stupid. 1 times 1 equals whatever the fuck. 1 times 1 equals 1. Man, no, man. 1 times 1 equals 2. No, 1 times 1 equals 1. They confused, but I'd rather fuck with the sheep math than what he talking about, because their mindset, they like, man, what the fuck is this dude talking about? It's calling us species and shit. Sorry, that shit just gets me off track. He calling us a fucking species. How the fuck you this enlightened, but you calling us a species and using words that you're using, and rhetoric. I mean, come on, man. How you line up with what the fuck the agenda is? That ain't nothing new to me. He lines up with the fucking agenda. Like, come on, man. You don't line up with the agenda and this shit is the spiritual awakening. Maybe it's one of the lizard people. Whatever the fuck he talking about. He talking about a lot of shit. Shit don't even make no fucking sense. And I'll tell you where the fucking shit comes from. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, the 1 times 0 equals 1. That's but you got to understand where they pulling this from. You got to understand what the whole purpose of mathematics was. This is the whole you are insignificant shit right here. This is why he's using the word species, and people can't even see what's right in front of them. You're nothing. They just want you to feel like you're one of the consciousness, right? This is where all this shit's stemming from. This shit is geometry and numbers, right? Not gematria numbers. That's some other shit. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, for real? I didn't even know. Was he? I don't know. But Bro Sanchez is into the flat Earth, so if he rocking out with this motherfucker, they already writing you off. It ain't no straight line. It's all curved. It's all, geometric, right? But anyway, let me finish going down this, right? He says, yeah, because I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go all the way down to who the fuck the rhetoric he's talking about, right? About the author. Hold on, where was I at? I gotta find the shit because he threw me off with the species shit. All right, he said, kind of all things, many a thing within our. Okay, while many within our species ignore the desperate cries of their own consciousness, right? Again, these are the motherfuckers. Trust me. They also ignore the suffering of the other beings that we share our existence with. Don't ignore them motherfuckers. Remember during COVID? Oh no, bitch, all y'all gotta wear a mask. Oh, the ones that didn't? Oh, you ignore. Oh, wait. You want your rights to be upheld, but what about their right to be safe? Come on, man. You can't fool me with this shit. This is the same fucking shit. The same shit they want you to believe. This is understanding. You got to understand how this bitch even works right now. Right now, you have public, you have private, you have public laws, public rules, right? All that shit. Public. And then you have private. Yeah. Whatever you doing in a private, motherfucker, you got it. That's why I tell motherfuckers about their school system. Fuck their schools. Get your own private school. Do your own teaching. That's their shit. They could do whatever the fuck they want with it. You want to come in there, you got to get your shots, wear a mask, do whatever the fuck you need to do. This is our shit, bitch. It's public. You want to come in under our public spaces? Bitch, you got to have A, B, C, D, and E. Privately, you don't need nothing. We ain't fucking with you. We ain't tell you need to do nothing. But public, you got to do it. Public is commerce. Bitch, you got to do it. Fuck what y'all talking about. In your own car? No. You get on our public transportation? Bitch, you better do what we say. You operating under us? Commerce? Bitch, you doing Uber Lyft? You better make them motherfuckers wear a fucking diaper on their face. You better do these regulations. Oh, your business? Yeah, you better do screen checks, health checks, temperature checks. You better do that shit. Come on, man. Y'all got to know what the fuck going on out here. So when you hear this rhetoric, hey, they can't slip you a Mickey. They slipping the truthers a Mickey and the spiritual people's a Mickey right now. Come on, man. Oh, word, I got to check that out. So, okay, right where he said, okay, ignore the suffering of other beings that we share our existence with. We share, guys. We share. Oh, nothing and be happy. We're going to share. Leave that. No. Rent your clothes, rent your shoes, rent your phones, rent your cars. They're services. We have to save some for the rest of us. We have to. I'm so sorry. Fuck out of here. So, it says, all right. And this lines up with the whole fucking Palestine, but all that shit, man. You gonna see this motherfucker flying a motherfucking Palestinian flag coming out as I don't even know where this shit going. That's a whole nother thing. But anyways, all right. All things are equal. All things stem from the same source. I agree to that. We all ain't fucking equal. We are equal as into creation, but we all ain't equal. Some of us are more athletic than others. Some of them are more strong than others. Some of us are more intelligent than others. Some of us are more skinny, fat, tall, short, dark, light, dark. Yeah, okay. But we're all not the same. We're individually different. That's what the current system that was in place upheld individual freedoms and liberties, right? But hey, that's a whole nother story. The creator of all created things, are also due to the same inalienable rights and considerations that a human family enjoys. This is some shit from a fucking case law right here. Y'all hear this shit? This is for those that don't know, I'm reading Terrence Howard book. Why is it in line with all the agendas? Okay. All right. He put the creator of all created things are all due the same inalienable rights and considerations that the human family enjoys. That shit is case law. That shit is actual legal term. Why is this in here? We, as members of the privileged universal family, what the fuck kind of rhetoric is this motherfucker talking about? Have a responsibility to everything within creation. We must show it in all of our actions as a sign of appreciation. It's starting to sound like a cult, guys. Sorry, but as deeper I go into this book, we forming a motherfucking cult here, and people falling for it. We starting to get into the cult mentality because you talking about we, bitch. What we doing? I agree to you on some shit, but when you talking about we, motherfucker, what you mean we? Man, fuck out of here. So, we, as members of the privileged universal family, what do you mean privileged universal family? What the fuck is he talking about? He getting his words. He must have been high as a bitch when he fucking wrote this shit. He's intertwining his elitist buddies with us. No, that shit don't fly. Fuck you talking about, right? All right, it says, we, as members of the privileged universal, okay, have a responsibility to everything within creation. We must show it in all of our action as a sign of appreciation for being blessed with the gift of existence. We should show that we are not only willing, but are also happy to cooperate with all things and are not here to compare with, but to cooperate with nature. I agree with nature, all that. All creation understands innately the need for give and take in this shared universe. Let's go about it responsibly, please. Wait a minute. He said all creation understands innately the need for give and take. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of logic is that in this shared universe? I agree. There's givers and there's takers. Giving ain't taking, motherfucker. What do you? You can't mix the two. Like this, the logic. How the fuck you won all this mad 1+1 1 times 1 equals 1 and this chat shit? How the fuck 1 times 1 equals 2? All this other shit. 0 times 1 equals 1. Okay, I get it. How the fuck you gonna say all creation understands innately the need for give and take in the shared universe? What the fuck you talking? It's giving, motherfucker. What do you mean giving? Taking and giving. No, you lumping us in with a species. We're a human creation. You lumping us in with a fucking species, motherfucker. What are you doing? Think about that. You want to know a secret? If you know one thing about one thing, then you know one thing about all things. If you know one thing about one thing, then you know one thing about all things. Hey, more power to you. I understand it. Find the common factor in you, either multiply it or divide it. This is what you call it. And dedication. This book is dedicated to the true source of light who has stood with me through every trial, every lifetime, from creation to present, from birth to rest to rebirth. The one who breathed life into my lifeless soul with a gentle whisper. I believe in you. Come to life. This is for you, my true love, Myra. And that was his wife. Soulmates. Are they together? I don't know. But in this book, he's got all the love and light shit in there, down in there. All right. He's got all the love and light shit. Here, let me show y'all real quick. He's got all the love and light shit here. All the shit that we've been knowing for many, 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 many years, right? Is all right here. Nothing new. Same shit. Different toilet. Right? Invisible states of matter, the fruit from the sacred tree of life. You know, all this shit. And then there he goes. This is for all the sisters who talking that shit to me. And I said, they want to block me. I said, look, he don't even fuck with y'all anyway. Fuck what you talking about. You know? But anyways, this book today is 2019. I thought I'd read that they got a divorce. I forgot when they got divorced. But anyways, are they really divorced, or is this some kind of just, look, you go over here, I go over here, we're going to show them in the line, whatever the fuck. But he does have some truth in this dedication. This book is dedicated to the true source of light. He got that shit 100% right. And this is what motherfuckers don't know. Man and woman. This is why there's so much just gender shit. They don't want man and woman together, because men and women together create light, create the powerful man and a powerful woman. And they both keep each other in perpetual balance if it's done in the right formulas, the right alchemy. Hey, it is what it is. That's your true path to enlightenment, is one within the other. And it rotates one within the other. She's going to put you to your higher state. You're going to put her to her higher state. You're going to put her to her highest state of her essence of being a woman. And she's going to put you to your highest state of being a motherfucking man. That's it. That's easy. You know, that's easy to fucking understand. All this woman on woman, oh man, I get it. It's cool. Do what y'all do, but no, your highest states of understanding and consciousness only gonna come when two become one. He got that shit right. 1 times 1 equals 2, motherfuckers. This is where I start agreeing with that part, of course. You know, but you gotta understand what they're doing, why they're using this, the game they're playing. He ain't gonna go tell you the whole shit about about the woman or why he said that. He ain't gonna drop that jewel on you. No, he ain't gonna push the man and woman agenda. No, he won't push that. No, not when they got no man. His handlers ain't gonna let him push. This is the most important part of this fucking book. It's right here. This book is dedicated to the one true source of light, who has stood with me through every trial in every lifetime, from creation to present, from birth to rest to rebirth. The one who breathed life into my lifeless soul with a gentle whisper, I believe in you, come into life. This is for you, my true love, Myra. And that ain't a jewel. I don't know what the fuck else to tell y'all motherfuckers. Y'all better get with the program. Vice versa. Man and woman. Y'all better get with the program. You know you become rebirthed. You already know. So that right there is straight facts. You know. Straight facts. Okay, and then I want to read okay, let me read this shit. You're gonna get a big doozy out of this one. I would like to take a few moments to give thanks to all the pioneers of free thinking that have forged the way for truth seekers. Oh, there's that word, truth seekers. You know where them shits come from. Ron L. Hubbard, comes from Manly P. Hall, goes into Aleister Crowley, Timothy Leary. They all use the word truth seeker, right? And here he goes. Forge the way for truth seekers. Yeah. And it's intertwined with Nikola Tesla, always. Truth seeker, right? Ron L. Hubbard, right? Manly P. Hall. This was his shit back in the motherfucking night. What 1930s, whatever the fuck it was. Truth seekers, right? All right. Free thinking and forged away for truth seekers who had uncompromising devotion to a higher standard in the pursuit of pure and unadulterated truth, wisdom, understanding, discernment, insight, and reasoning, along with deep appreciation for the external beauty and the sanctity of life that exists in all things. Many of them were severely ridiculed and brutally persecuted because their vision exceeded the myopic view of their near blind contemporaries. That's true. 100%. Nevertheless, they forged ahead, facing the full wrath of the storm, while we, the children of light, who see only. See, this is when you got to understand these motherfuckers over the years to understand where he's coming from. He's coming from that same source, that same shit. This is all the same shit, just ratcheting. They're turning up the frequency because your frequency is rising. So they got to turn theirs up with you to keep you locked in. That's all this shit is. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. You know? So, nevertheless, they forge ahead. Well, okay. We, the children of light, who see only because of the glorious illumination, right? And understanding only because of their true geniuses. We are the beneficiaries of their long suffering. We are the heirs of their love, their heart, motivated and self-sacrificing devotion to the highest standards of truth, love, and consciousness. Oh my God, if this is not the shit that I've been talking about for fucking ever and years about this love and light shit, I don't know what else is. I don't know what else is. And then he got a picture of you see it right fucking here. Who the fuck is that? Y'all already know. This says, I acknowledge and recognize the achievements of Walter Russell, John Keeley, and Nikola Tesla, men beyond the cusp of genius. Thank you for your tireless work, Terrence Deshaun Howard. So, voila, peoples. And I can read this whole thing, and y'all be like, God damn, this shit sounds like the same fucking shit. I just want to read one more thing, and then I'm done with reading this shit. It is about the author. All right? It's about the author. Hello, comma. I am Terrence Deshaun Howard. I was conceived sometime during the week of June 7th, 1968. And that's when he's conceived, guys. Go look up this motherfucker's birthday. Born March fucking 11th or some shit. I think March 11th. Hold on, let me look. Let me make sure. Sorry, I don't want to be wrong. Oh, see, you don't know shit. You were wrong. Terrence Howard was born A, B, C, and C. Oh, okay. So hold on, let me see. Because at the same time he's looking at the spiritual guru, he's also being looked at as a fucking quack. So they're propagating the spiritual people for this motherfucker, but he's being looked at as a fucking quack to the other side. See, I would consider myself an epidemiologist because that's what an epidemiologist is someone who studies human behavior. And it got shit to do with fucking medical procedures and none of that shit. So I'm looking at that and I'm looking at the sheep, and you go in the flock world and they're calling him a quack. He's crazy. Oh my God. They're just going in. No wonder why he's not. You go look at the shit. That's why I say we are in algorithms, guys. We are fed this shit. You gotta look at both sides. They're doing 1 times 1 equals 2. They're doing both sides to get a 2. You see? Anyways, okay, he was born. Okay, Terrence Deshaun Howard, March 11, 1969. But here he said he's conceived. I get it. I know what the fuck he's talking about. I get it. All right. So let me go back to reading this shit, and then I'm gonna wrap it up on reading his fucking book. Okay. Okay. I was conceived sometime during the week of June 7th, 1968. My parents might have been listening to This Guy Is in Love by Herb Alpert because that was a #1 song that week, and it always been one of my favorites. All of these things took place in Cleveland, Ohio, but I was born on March 11th, 1969 in Chicago, Illinois. That's when the rest of the world got a chance to see this creation that I have come to know as me. There's a phrase, a vibration that has been heard bouncing up upon the lips of all of mankind. This notion or state of being called being awake, woke, or enlightened, as it were, I personally prefer being aware. Okay, I get it. I am a manifestation of all collected states of matter. Damn, now he's starting to sound like me. Yeah, right, the Matrix, right? I am aware of who I am. I make no excuse for what I am, nor for my over curious nature. I accept my being and know that in order for me to occupy this particular place in space/time, period, every wave within the universe has to have co-signed my existence and must likewise be aware of my being in some cosmic sense or another. Every waveform in this universe flows through me and into every other waveform for that matter. Sounds beautiful, don't it, truthers? Sounds beautiful, don't it, love and lighters? But the problem is, this involves a collective socialist, Marxist, communistic mindset that, oh, we're all one. Oh, and a motherfucker like me who's not playing your fucking game, bitch, I become the target now because I don't think like y'all motherfuckers. No, fuck you. I'm not thinking like that. I think exactly like this in my own being. That don't mean I'm gonna infringe that shit on you. Yeah, we're all one, but you over there, yes, Terrence Howard, you got that. You believe all that, but don't get me to come with you with all this fucking rhetoric. No, that's how you create. That's how you create tyranny and a 1984 fucking mindset, motherfucker. That's where this shit is headed. I mean, we can't be this fucking retarded, right? So again, sounds all beautiful. He would have got me years ago. He would have got me right in, hook, line, and sinker. Got me. Damn, this motherfucker. Yo, I need to learn this shit. I'm rock with this. I ain't gonna use my own mind. That shit gets completely shut off because this resonates with my soul. Because years ago, the the OSS, right? The occupation of strategic strategies, right, which turned into the CIA, right? They were doing this way the fuck back then. This is all coming from Eastern philosophy, Eastern understanding. That's all they're doing. This is Buddha, this is Krishna, this is all this shit. This is even the motherfucking Jesus Christ. It's all in there, right? It's all in there. So, oh, for real, Crystal? His birthday is, oh, damn. See? You see how the shit all linked together? All linked together. So, okay. Enlightened is where personally aware. Okay, I am the manifestation of all collected states of matter. Right? This sounds like me. I tell you. What I tell y'all. We're spiritual. What that is just immaterial, right? In a material body made up of matter. These are the principles. This just is what is. So that's, you know, I am aware of who I am. I make no excuse for what I am, nor for my curious nature. I accept my being and know that in order for me to occupy this particular space of time way within the universe, okay, wait, all right, whatever. I already read that. It says every wave within the universe has to have cosigned my existence. I already read this, and must likewise be aware of my being in some cosmic sense or another. Every waveform in the universe flows through me and into every other waveform for that matter. This book is about the illusion of matter. Every wave is dependent upon my existence and my particular crest and trough, my spine, my charge. As I mean, that's you know that's where we sit. As I am likewise held together by every other wave that is. Period. I am necessary in order for all other things to be, comma, and everything else is necessary in order for me to be. Own nothing and be happy. We are all one. I am a father of 5 children and a grandfather of 2. I haven't any formal training in the field of mathematics, nor do I hold any degrees in any of the sciences. Well, that's cool. You don't need to. What I do hold is a deep respect for all created things, and I have spent nearly 5 decades utilizing the tools of common sense, which doesn't seem to be so common these days. We all can agree with that. Upon the face of this planet, oh wait, hold on, sorry. Through deep reflection and purposeful observation of life and its process, I am witness to an entirely new cosmology and understanding of the universe. Period. I am not an alumni. Oh, I already read this shit. Hold on. Yeah, I already read this. Sorry, guys. What I did is I zoomed it in, and it's 2 full pages. So I kind of like the first part got all over that shit. So yeah, this is some of his book, man. I'm just gonna read the introduction, and I'm done with the book. The introduction page. And y'all can go read this shit. Just look up fucking Terrence Howard book. What the fuck is this book even called? I don't fucking know. It's called something. But just look up one of Terrence Howard books, a PDF of the shit. But anyway, introduction. In the ancient temple civilization of Egypt, our most ancient form of symbol, members did not simply designate quantities, but instead were considered to be concrete definition of the energetic formative principles of nature. The Egyptians called these energetic principles netters, a word we already know, meta nature, the netters, we already know that shit. A word which conveniently rendered as gods. In considering the esoteric meaning of number, we must avoid the following mistake. 2 is not 1, and 1. It is not a composite. It is the multiplying work. It is the notion of the plus in relation to the minus. It is a new unity. It is sexually semicolon. Okay. It is the origin of nature, physics, netter 2. It is the cumulation, parentheses, the separating moment of the full moon, for example, parentheses, semicolon. It is the line, comma, the stick, comma, the movement, comma, the way, comma, Watan, comma, Odin, comma, the meter, comma, Thoth, Mercury, comma, and spirit. That's his fucking introduction. Y'all know where that shit comes from. Come on, man. This shit is Masonic. This shit is all that shit. Right? It's talking about Egypt. Egyptians. Man, fuck all that shit. What about the Eastern understandings? That's older than Egypt. The damn woman is from Asia. Well, ex-woman is from fucking Asia. Come on, man. You can't fool me with this shit. Come on, man. Unbelievable, y'all. So yeah, that's his book. That's this Terrence Howard. That's the new fucking guru god, right? They're just fucking head over. I mean, this shit is unbelievable. That's all I'm seeing is fucking Terrence Howard, right? That's all I'm seeing is Terrence Howard, right? You know? And check this out. And you got, I'm just saying, I just had to throw this shit out there. But um you know, there's a buddy of his called Jesse Radeles. And Jesse Radeles uh, Jesse Radeles is a what you call it? Um Jesse Radeles, right? Which is Jesse Radeles, right? Which is Terrence Howard's boy. See him right there. You know what he's doing right there. Jesse Radeles is a Prince Hall Freemason. Okay. He's part of the Prince Hall Masons. Um, there he is here. So I can't get it in there good enough. Hold on. There he is, the Masonic Temple, right? That's his boy. Jesse Radeles is his boy. And he's an artist. And um I'm not saying really anything, but there he goes again, right? There he goes again at the with Terrence Howard, right? There he goes again with Terrence Howard at the children's. I'm just saying, he is at the art exhibit. Comedian and actress Kim Whitley attends Jesse Radeles' art exhibit, Peace for Children, hosted by Terrence Howard. Peace for Children. And he's probably doing something good, but I'm just saying we're dealing with Holly Weird here. We're dealing with Holly Weird here, right? Nice shirt he's got on there, you know. But yeah, that's hey man, there he goes with the same peace sign, you know. Hey, he's a Prince Hall Freemason. And the art exhibit was called Peace for Children. And it was hosted by Terrence Howard, the guy with all the knowledge, you know. The guy with all the knowledge, got a little sugar in his tank too, or, we all can see that. But yeah, there he goes. Terrence Howard and this guy. So I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. But hey, we truthers, right? I ain't a fucking truther. But we are investigators, right? We look at things. We look at shit. So hey, you know, But yeah, I just had to do this video, man, because this shit is just ridiculous, man. This Terrence Howard bullshit. You know, who he's connected to. We already know the video. The video. I've shared it before a long time ago. We were talking about how he's talking about the black sun. This shit was like 3 years ago. He's talking about the black sun. I forgot what was going on at the time in 2022. Something to do with some fucking shit. And that shit popped up. And he was talking about all this, all this science, and it comes into the black sun and matter and darkness. And I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of weird ass shit is this? But then you got, okay, check this out. I can't read all this. I got to get moving. Sorry, at 11 o'clock. You have Pythagoreans and the philosophy of number, right? This is Manly P. Hall, Pythagorean system of metaphysical speculation concerning relations between numbers and the causal agencies of existence. This is how you know. This is where these motherfuckers are coming from with this shit. Number is archetypal. It is born out of an inner. And when you look at if this motherfucker, y'all listen to how this motherfucker say he was born and all in this stuff, all this other shit, it lines up with Manly P. Hall's explanation of numbers, right? Number is archetypal, right? It is born out of the inner workings of the divine mind. When the mind of the creator thinks, he does so in terms of pure number. All material forms and bodies are identations born out of this divine mind. Now remember, this is just coming from his rhetoric, right? Each is fashioned as a thought form of the supreme creative power. The intent, the idea, the ideations, or thought forms fashioned within the pure mind of the creator are intentionally conceived in a pure subjective form. Here they exist as archetype seed ideas and are conceived in terms of pure number mathematics, geometry, and music. What was Terrence Howard? He was an actor. Now he's some math guy. He was into music, artist. And then he even said he's fucking alchemist. What the fuck is he alchemizing? Y'all ain't seen that part yet. Y'all will be doing whatever the fuck he's doing and thinking that it's some new knowledge, and y'all gonna be embodying more entities and to push and embody yourself their fucking agenda. That's it. It's that simple. Anyways, after its initial conception as an archetypal idea, the creator projects his image for life outward onto the plane of matter, where it is gradually made objective, meaning it is gradually brought into a state of actualization and realization within the domain of matter. He explains this how the fuck he was born from his mother, where people are like, oh, that's weird. He lost me there. A lot of truthers, a lot of people that know what's up was all on board till they heard that part. Well, that comes from this, guys. This is where it comes from. Know the foundation of this MK Ultra mind control program, and you can see it a mile the fuck away, right? Through matter is subjective is made objective, but objective form is not immediately perfect. It must evolve toward perfection through its fulfillment of time. This is the process of birth that we were taught. You gotta remember, man, we were taught this shit. Why do you think they put us in a motherfucking school, man? Why do you think that? We ain't born naturally. We ain't raised naturally in any way, shape, or form. We are raised in a matrix, right? And what I'm reading is telling you the foundation of the principles of understanding, right? Through matter, the subjective is made objective. Subjective, objective. You got to write, hey, in law, object, sustained. Objection, sustained. Well, subjective, objective and subjective, right? And it says to must evolve toward perfection through the fulfillment of time, meaning life, right? So the process of projecting its own image into matter, this image loses its initial perfection and becomes expressed in a relatively imperfect state. This imperfection must be overcome through growth, experience, and evolution. Ultimately, the material universe is created as a divine ritual in which cosmic consciousness gradually forgets, but then incrementally reawakens to the fact of its own oneness. Oh my God, this Manly P. Hall sounds like fucking Terrence Howard. Well, I'll tell you what, Manly P. Hall sounds more intelligent than fucking Mr. Terrence the fuck Howard, right? Mathematics, the study of the relationship between numbers, is revered in philosophy as the master science. Oh my God. With all further sciences built upon its foundation. There is a single archetypal framework of number that exists throughout creation. All life forms that are born within the universe exist as manifestation of this single numerical design. It is because of the ubiquity and universally of the numeric archetype that science is possible, semicolon. Different teams of scientists can independently perform an experiment numerous times in a different location and find similar patterns in their measurements because one universal numerical pattern is manifesting universally throughout nature. Number is the foundation of science. It provides the universe with a single objective standard through which forms of and beings of various type, scale, and quality can be compared and contrasted. This truth explains why forms at every level of creation, from the atom to the solar system, can be studied scientifically. Each leads itself to an objective numerical analysis because each is divinely designed according to a numerical principles. To study and probe manifest creation in search of divine number is to be a true scientist. And to be a true scientist, one must be a philosopher, for science is actually a branch of philosophy and not separate. Independent institution, parentheses, at least in its original design. Science, in its measurements for nature, discovers numbers manifesting in regular repeating patterns everywhere they look. This truth, the fact the scientist finds number manifesting in identical patterns everywhere, is proof the universe is ensouled with and guided by supreme spiritual intelligence, and intelligence who thinks and ideates in terms of number. What the fuck is Terrence Howard captivating everybody with? Numbers, mathematics, science, right? Geometry, right? So you have, it has more. This is long, guys, but I'm not gonna read it all. Science confirmation of the omnipresence of number throughout the universe is objective confirmation of the ultimate truth revealed by religion, that deity is omnipresent throughout creation, is in fact creation itself, and is purposely guided by evolving in the universe towards a state of ultimate fulfillment. All right, guys, hold on 1 second. I gotta take a time out. I'm getting thirsty. But then it goes into intellectual. Hold on 1 second. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Put my disclaimer on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Shout out to all you guys that tuned in, that's tuning in, and sorry I've been reading the comments. I have been reading all this shit. But next, intellectual and sciential, right? Intellectual and sciential numbers. In their philosophy of number, the Pythagoreans recognized the creation of the universe as an objective entirely involves the polarization of unity into a higher and lower, or superior and inferior categories of number. The higher and the superior aspect of number is devoted by the mystery of first cause, while the lower inferior aspect of number involved with the manifest world of material effect. This is as above, so below. This is positive and negative. This is the same kind of, understandings, right? Cause and effect in all this other shit, right? In Pythagorean philosophy, the superior number involves with cause are given the title intellectual, and the inferior numbers involved with effect are termed sciential, right? Intellectual numbers. Intellectual numbers are formless and without measurable quantity, referring instead to transcendent principle that exist as pure spiritual ideas or archetypes. As MPH describes them, intellectual numbers are archetypal patterns which exist eternally in the divine mind. More specifically, they describe a sequence of spiritual emanations, i.e., unfoldments in cosmic consciousness that culminate in the formation of the universe as ensouled material entity. This stuff is deep, guys. It goes deep. I don't know, it's just so much to read, man. The esoteric aspect of Pythagorean's doctrine, its inner Kabbalistic teaching reserved to his more advanced students, are rooted in the study of intellectual numbers. Before this, more advanced levels of the doctrine is made accessible to the student, they must first master the aspects of teaching associated with sciential numbers. To differentiate one from another, sciential numbers were given familiar names: 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. While intellectual numbers were given monad, dowd, triad, tetrad, pentad, hexad, heptad, ogdad, enad, and decad. A lot of us ain't never heard no shit like that. You start reading fucking Terrence Howard Patton, you'll see these words in the motherfuckers for little children's blocks. Anyways, sciential numbers, material numbers from material forms originate as archetypal ideas held in the divine mind, comes into existence as extension of these archetypal ideas into matter. In this process extension, intellectual numbers become clothed in matter, becoming sciential numbers. In other words, the divine mind thinks and plans in terms of intellectual numbers. Once the plan is fashioned, it is brought into objective manifestation by means of sciential number. Oh, this shit is fucking wild, right? Because it goes down to sciential numbers measure material forms in both their space and time dimensions, while intellectual numbers are primarily qualitative and refer to principles. Sciential numbers are primarily quantitative and are what is used in mathematics and geometry. Beginning with the number 3, sciential numbers are divided into odd and even. Odd numbers being creative of the gods, and even numbers being receptive and earth and of the earth. Think about that right there. Beginning with 3, the number 3, sciential numbers are divided into odd and even. Odd numbers being creative and of the gods. Oh, 3, 6, 9, right? 33, right? 11, right? We always see these numbers. These are the numbers they always use. 33, 11, 9. Oh, wow. Those are the number of the gods and the creators. Using the number 8 as example, Manly P. Hall explains how the two categories of the number differ, right? The sciential number 8 signifies 8 ones or 8 parts, but the Agdag, which is the intellectual concept of 8, is an undivided principle, meaning the symbolic name of an order of a divine procedure. Think about the name. Think about the letter 8. The letter 8. The number 8. You know? And then this is where we get into Terrence Howard right here. This is all I wanted to read. To give another example of the difference between intellectual and sciential numbers, let's consider the difference between the Pythagorean's definition of the monad, parentheses, intellectual, versus its definition of the one sciential. Now I'm going to go into that after I go grab my smoothie. So give me 1 second. 1 minute. All right, Charles, I'm back. So let me read this Terrence Howard shit. Okay? So we got okay. Where we at? Using the number 8 as an example, I already read that. To give another example of the difference between intellectual and sciential numbers, let's consider the difference between the Pythagorean's definition of the monad, right? Monad, right? Intellectual versus its definition of the one sciential, right? Sciential. Hall explains that the monad is a seminal reason for the one, while the one is the monad amongst things numbered. Let's unpack the statement. Monad is the cause, one is the effect. Therefore, the reason or cause for the one's existence can be found in the monad. The one, once it emerges out of the monad, becomes the one over the all, the first and the ultimate of created things. For this reason, it is a capacity of allness. It is the monad amongst numbered things. Supreme, superior, and inferior. In Pythagoras' philosophy terms, unity, monad, and one refer to three gradations of the same principle, semicolon, God. They work together as the Trinity. They are the three faces of one underlying spiritual truth. The human mind, unable to grasp the unity of God in its essential state, must intellectually partition this unity into a trinity in order to comprehend it. In the Pythagorean system, the three principles that comprise this ultimate trinity are termed unity in the monad and the one in this trinity. The monad is the superior principle of cause. The one is inferior principle of effect, and unity is a supreme principle of ultimate truth and reality that plays host to both cause and effect. Hold on, mediating their interaction and eventually bringing them into mutual equilibrium. There's that word equilibrium that is just not important in modern day. Nobody knows about it. As creation proceeds, it does so as a mathematical process of bringing the inherent potential of intellectual number into objective expression as a centile number. The manifestation of a centile number from its archetype, intellectual number, takes place through an unfoldment of mathematics and its offshoots of geometry and music, right? I mean, this shit goes deep, man. It goes into the first principle of numbers, the absolute infinity, which is this symbol right here. We already know what that is. That symbol right here. It goes into the abstract state of pure spiritual existence, termed absolute, is given to the symbol 0, right? Goes into the Buddhist, Buddha, Manly Peace Hall, Mystery of 0. I'm trying to get down here. The unity, the monad, the one. Okay, hold on right here. Okay, as we discussed previously, in the Pythagorean philosophy, the terms unity, monad, is and one refer to three graduations of the same principle, God, right? They function together as a trinity, three faces of one underlying spiritual truth. And this is what the monad, the symbol is, right? Sorry about that. That's the symbol, right? That's the symbol. That's the Big Bang Theory. That's the atom. That's all the shit. It is what it is. This is where the shit stems from. This is where they're going. This is the whole oneness. This is the universe. This is how they show us the sun in the middle and everything in between the motherfucker, man. You're right. So the human mind, unable to grasp the unity of God in its essential state. I'm not saying that shit is true. This is just what the fuck they're saying. I'm just reading what they got out there, right? The human mind is unable to grasp the unity of God in its essential state. must intellectually partition this unity into a trinity of interconnected principles and qualities in order to comprehend it. In Pythagorean system, the three principles are termed unity, the monad, and the one. The trinity, in this trinity, the monad is the superior principle of cause, the one inferior principle of effect, and the unity, the supreme principle of the ultimate truth and reality, which plays host to both cause and effect, and eventually equilibrates them. There goes the word equilibrium. Equilibrates. Cause and effect, the monad and the one together emerge out of the mystery of unity, which itself awakens with the context of infinite unity in the absolute. This is the Big Bang garbage, right? In Pythagorean philosophy, first cause is preceded by the cycle reawaken of unity with the context of absolute zero non-existence. Once awakened, unity plays a host to all further numerical emanations, the first being the monad. The unity of symbolized by the Ouroboros or empty circle, then the birth of the monad with the unity represents the placing of a dot in the center of the circle. In this way, through monad, divine unity is established in place. The monad is born within the womb of unity. It floats, it lives, it moves within. I mean, this is how they show us how, inside the mother and all that shit. Same shit, same concepts. And moves within its supported and sustained by the very cause of itself, MPH. Hall further explains, all that is manifested within the body of the God, the monad, the divine self who came out of space, unity. This God, the eternal being with which is properly denominated the Father, the supreme God of our consciousness. It is indeed the God in whom we live, move, and have our being. The monad is created as a localization of unity consciousness and therefore limited in relation to unity. When the monad, we find pure abstract qualities of such a being and consciousness becoming objectified as a divine being or universal consciousness. In Hindu terminology, this is where I told you, these motherfuckers all took this shit from over there. In Hindu terminology, the monad is Burma, while unity is Parabaram, that which is beyond Burma, gives birth to Burma and receives Burma back into its infinitude at culmination of time. The monad is God made manifest as an active creative power as a spiritual self. As Hall explained about the central axis of the one or the tree of being moves the whole order of numbers, which is suspended from the one, even if the one is suspended from the principles of unity, of which the primary mathematical manifestation. Once established, the monad becomes the imprehensible whole, which can never increase or decrease, and is always the sum of conceived or conceivable parts. All further numbers beyond the monad exist within the monad. They are fractional parts of the primordial wholeness. Thus, two is in reality unity considered in terms of halves. Three is unity considered in terms of third, etc. The monad cannot be divided, hence, diversity must be understood in the division that takes place within the monad. The number is the measure of this division. Intellectual numbers measuring qualitative division, and sciential numbers quantitative division. In sum, the monad is not subject to change because it represents allness or totality, and though parts may emerge, wholeness always remains over top. This is what the fuck this motherfucker is talking about. This is when I was studying divine mathematics, I came across Anthony Hall and all this shit. That's why I remember, oh shit. And I wanted to go back and share this shit. Okay? From the monad emerges the one. The one is really the downward reflection of the monad upon the plane of matter. It is the image of the self perceived as its peers into the depths of the not self. As Manly P. Hall explains, the number one is the spirit of the numbers. It is universal life limited to the sphere of generation. Once born, it becomes the apex of the pyramid of phenomena. In the religious philosophy of Hinduism, the one is Ishwara, the manifest deity born into creation. This deity is a living, excuse me, omnipresent Buddha experience and involving its divine spiritual consciousness through the development of the unfoldment of the world soul. Okay, let me go down. To the Pythagoreans, the monad and the one are you get into the matrix with this shit, guys. The monad and the one are two manifested aspects of God, one spiritual, one material. As MPH explains, Manly P. Hall, the first motion of deity, the monad, established number one, the one, which becomes the mode whereby the magnitude and duration of the motion is rendered conceivable to man. He continues, number is divided and founded in the archetypal sphere, from whence its renditions descend into the sensible world, there to manifest the exactitudes of mathematical procedure. In this view, number is the measure of God. Through the study of number, the anatomy of the psychology of God is made sensible to the human intellect. Then it goes into duality of the mind, right? Shit is great. This is exactly what Terrence Howard is talking about. I don't want to keep reading, but this shit is so long, right? But it goes duality of the mind. Within unity exists the potential for duality, which is the basis of self-existence. And they understand duality, guys. They understand duality to the fullest, right? In philosophical terms, the primordial duality is that between spirit and matter, self and not self. That means, you know, a lot of things, you know, higher self, lower self, you know, there's a being sitting in some people's higher self that ain't them, you know. But anyway, in philosophical terms, the primordial duality is that between spirit and matter, self and not self, heaven and earth, etc., each arises as a result of the archetypal partitioning of the monad into the duad. In Pythagorean philosophy, the principle of the two duad symbolized the capacity of unity to express itself in its polarized state, where one whole is divided into two halves that oppose each other like oil and water. In terms of polarity between the intellectual and scientific numbers discussed previously, duality initially manifests within unity as the polarity between the monad and the one, with the monad being the firstborn cause of the one. Pythagoreans associated the principle of the duad with the power of the mind. Mind emerges with consciousness as the second stage or logos of the cosmic creation process. The initial awakening of Ada Buddha from Ada Buddha, or unity from zero, being the first logos. Once mind emerges, it acts upon consciousness pertaining to the dialectic of self and not self, monad and one, spirit and matter, and heaven and earth, etc. Mind is a power reflex of the consciousness. It is an inner power that is activated within unity of onset of creation in order to self-contain. Self-existence, divine being, a universal self may be born. Manly P. Hall explains, through mind becomes localized as a center of self-consciousness existing in space, i.e. it becomes a being, right? Oh my God, this shit it's a lot. But going back to what Terrence Howard says, 1 times 1 equals 2. It comes from understanding the principles behind the mathematics. And that's what Manly P. Hall has explained. He just took it, used it, and they're just using the same, they're just recycling the information into a different way of explaining it. That's all it is. He's just bringing up 1 times 1 equals 2. Well, according to this, it's exactly right. Because you have the monad and the one are and that 2 are the manifestation aspects of God. Because you can't have one without the other. So 1 times 1 is 2. You got to know what the fuck they're talking about. You could go on where he's talking about the whole zero thing. Well, how do you get 0? Well, how do you get 0? 1 times 0 equals 1. You know? So, let me, if anybody's still there, I know it's gets kind of boring when you get into shit like this, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just trying to show people where this shit's stemming from. It's nothing fucking new at all. just repackaging and selling it to you again. You know, they're repackaging it, selling it to you again. That's all they're doing. Unbelievable. Right. If it builds a house with the right betterment, it's correct. Exactly. So yeah, man. This Terrence Howard shit is fucking ridiculous. But shout out to all you guys. But there is power in numbers and math, and you start to look at things, you see like, damn, man, they did fuck us up. And I've been saying, y'all know I've been saying this shit forever. I've been saying it forever. You know, when you get into mechanics and tools, you know, you start to see that, they started creating tools that, that maneuver in ways that you can't really configure with motherfucking, with like math and shit. Like they start creating some tools, you be like, damn, I wish I had that tool years ago that they now have. And the tool is only, this is the thing about mechanics. The tool is only good as the person that's using it. That's like a mechanic saying. Like the tool is only good as the person that's using it, because you can give a fucking idiot a tool and they don't know how to fucking do it. They'll fuck it up. They'll break it. They won't use it right. They'll use some special tool as a fucking hammer. All kind of shit. It's only the mind behind the tool that makes that tool powerful. Same thing with a motherfucking gun, So, well, 1 times 1 equals 2, because think about it. They say, oh, you got to multiply it. We're taught 1 times 1 equals 1, right? 1 times 9 equals 9. We get it the way they say it in their terms, but when you're talking about numbers are creating existence. That's what Manly P. Hall was talking about. And this is what Terrence Howard is referring. Numbers are an existence. You might listen to what I was saying. Numbers are from a divine source, a cosmic source. It's from God, creation, according to, the philosophy of it. That's what it is. So if you have a number of creation, right, which is 1, and then you have another 1. So if you just take a physical object, you think about it in your mind. This is what the whole concept means. This is what I tell y'all about thinking and thoughts. They taught us to have thinking skills, but not actually put it in our mind to thought about it. You have a thought in your mind, right? It doesn't sound right. Now you take one object and you create another object. By multiplying it, you'll have 2 objects. You can't possibly have 1. And you cannot divide 1 divided. 1 divided by 1 won't get you 1. All right? Think about it. Once it's created in existence, this is what he's trying to tell you. This is Manly P. Hall. The whole shit is about. This is what you talk to any real Muslim, they'll tell you about this shit. About Allah. About how, the 1. Once the 1 is created, you can't take it away. You can't remove it out of existence. Space, if there's nothing in that space and time, then there's nothing. You only have 1. It's only in a thought. It's only in a consciousness. See, when you create it and put it out, it can never be taken out of here. Yeah, you can destroy it, rip it apart, whatever, make it into a different form, but you can never take it out of existence. See that? And that's why we are so powerful. And that's what they don't want us to know. Is, yeah, we in this body, but they can't find us. They don't know where we're at. Yeah, they can kill our body and fuck with it and do all this, but they can't get to us. You see? And that's how the system is created. It's again, you got your straw man, right? They know these principles. They know the immaterial principles, the spiritual principles. So that's all he's saying basically is 1 times 1 equals 2. That's all the way right. Logically speaking, that's all the way right, because he's coming from the understanding of what a number is. That's the shit he ain't telling us. That's what he's not telling us. He's telling us about the story of the philosophy of understanding of God and numbers. So if you have one item in a box and then you multiply it by itself, no, you're talking about bringing things into existence. If you look at 1 times 1, okay, we automatically, our mind says, okay, we have 1 times 1. This is how my mind always worked. I always said the same thing. How the fuck we get 1? How the fuck is 1 times 6 6? How is 0 times? This shit never made sense to me. Because how the fuck you gonna have 0 times 1 equals 0? Well, they ain't lying to you. They're talking about creation. They're talking about the God part. They're talking about the spiritual aspects of numbers that they kept hidden from us. That's what they're talking about, because they wanted to control our physical body. So they created this math to eliminate that thought. That's what they did. Because you have to think, you have to put the thought in your mind. Okay, I got 1 pencil. Now I want to multiply that pencil by 1. Now you got 2 pencils. I mean, if you're multiplying, if you got 2 objects, if you have 1 object, you add another object, you got 2 of them objects. No matter plus, whatever the fuck they call it. They can say you multiply something, right? Because look at it. 2 times 2, it gives you 4, right? How the fuck could 2 times 2 give you 4, right? You have 2, you have another 2, you got 4. Ain't that right? I mean, unless I'm wrong. Think about it. Two things, you have 2 objects. Hold on, sorry, I'm turning. You have 2 things. So now you have 2 pencils. You get another 2 pencils. You got 4. There's going to be 4 pencils. You brought them into existence, right? So why would 1 pencil and 1 pencil be 1 pencil? That shit don't even make any kind of fucking sense. 0 cents. 5. Think about it. So numbers, we haven't been taught a lot about the numbers. We just haven't. Because even like just think about that though. 1 times 1 equals 1, right? 1 times 1 equals 1. That shit don't make no sense. But it makes a lot of sense when you bring it into a spiritual understanding and how Manly P. Hall explains it. But then you say you take 2 times 2, you get 4, right? But then you get 3 times 3. Think about that. 3 times 3 gives you what? 9. Now, how the fuck did that happen? Three times. You see, it starts to get where it doesn't make any sense. So, so you take 1 times 1. Okay, that equals 1. How? If 2 times 2 equals 4. And then you go to 3. 3 times 3 gets 9. Like, how the fuck do you even get 9? 3 times 3 equals 9. So you have 3 things, and you got another 3 things and I get it, the whole concept of, you got to multiply, Think about it. It's wild, man. You know, it's like fucking, you know, it's just that we've been crafted in the backwards ass matrix where shit don't make sense. And now we're coming to an age where we can see that shit don't make. It's like the, you know, the old saying, we drive on we drive on parkways, right? But we park in driveways. The shit makes no sense. That don't make any fucking sense. How does that make sense? You know, our stop sign, right? You know, just like the stop sign. The stop sign says stop. Okay. Ain't no fucking go sign. Where the fuck's the go sign? Think about it. Where is the go sign? It got a stop sign. Okay, we're told we got to stop when we see the stop sign. And then, you know, they got laws in place. If you don't, you know, you get a ticket and shit, whatever. Create accidents and shit. When we should just automatically know, okay, there's traffic coming. We should slow the fuck down and stop. That's how other countries are. But why do they have that stop sign? They don't have a go sign. And people say, oh, that sounds fucking stupid. Right? How long do you stop for? Oh, well, the book said, you know, we got to stop, look both ways. Okay, yeah, we get that. But it's a stop sign. There's no go signs. Oh, they don't need to have tell it go. You just will stop, look, make sure traffic's clear. You know, it's things that they have done that make no fucking sense to us, right? Really doesn't. You know, when you go park somewhere, right? You're in a car, vehicle, whatever, and the thing will say no standing. It's like, what? Think about it. Oh, it says no standing here to corner. What the fuck? No standing here to corner. No standing. Like standing. You're in a fucking car. You know, it's like certain things that they have. There's so many different things that doesn't make any sense. You know? Think about it. So, yeah, man. But yeah, I just wanted to come on. This whole, I mean, this whole guy is like this new truther, gonna save the fucking world. I mean, let's just say he was real. You know how much reach this motherfucker has? One, he's black. He could literally go on and just look, man, this is what it is, expose it all. I mean, you know this dude knows. If he's in Hollywood, he knows all the shit that's going. I mean, come on, man. You really would be exposing it, you would go ham. No, he's controlled. He's only gonna come out, you know. This motherfucker could have his own channel, his own social medias, and just be on that bitch all the time dropping jewels. He can't. He might in the future. He goes, bitch, you're bigger than Joe fucking Rogan. You go on Joe Rogan, all these other shows, you're bigger than these people. You're bigger than these motherfuckers. All you gotta do is your shit's viral already. Now you got a social media. Now drop some truth seeker, drop some truth. You know? Why don't you on the, you know, the black conscious community? Like, you gotta know about that. At least go there. Then do a tour. Not tour like, look, come see me at a seminar. Like, no, bitch, we need change around this motherfucker. Let's go. Look at this shit. We need to shut this shit down and change this shit. No. That's how you know this shit's fake. We're in a dire time and this motherfucker don't know. He's talking all this rhetoric about our human family and consciousness and all this other shit. Falling right in line with the same goddamn people. I mean, come on, man. Can't be fucking serious falling for this dumbness. It's the same shit. Like I told you. Read that whole Manly P. Hall shit. Go look up. Oh, shit. I ain't even get in. Hold on 1 second. I ain't even get into this one. I forgot about that one. Good God Almighty. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. All right. Hold on. Trying to find them. I'm trying to find Aleister Crowley's math concepts. Hold on. Aleister Crowley's math context. So you can go look up Aleister Crowley, right? Chapter 5, the universe, the 0 equals 2 equation. And this is in the book Magic Without Tears by Aleister Crowley. And they're talking about the universe, the 0 equals 2 equation. Now you've seen out in Red Manly P. Hall, same fucking rhetoric. Right? Hold on 1 second. Let me go and find out. I told you this is all the same rhetoric, man. This is a big ass book. Hold on. Okay. We haven't seen that two or many are unsatisfactory as origin, if only because they can always be reduced to one, and one itself is no better, because among other things, it finds itself forced to deny the very premises on which it was founded. Shall we be any better off if we assume the ex nihilo nihil fit is a falsehood and the origin of all things is nothing? Let us see. Oh, we shall first glance at the mathematical aspect of nothing, including its identical equation and logic. This I worked out so long ago, as of 1902, in Barisish, which you will find reprint the Sword of the Song in all my collected works, volume 1. The argument may be summarized as follows: when in the ordinary way of business we write 0, we should really write 0, for 0 implies that the subject is not extended in any dimension under the discussion. Thus, a line may be 2 feet in length, but in breadth, remember this is old, he's old English, and depth, the coefficient is 0. We could describe it as 2f times 0b x od or n, whatever the fuck that means. What I propose in the considering what do we mean by nothing was to consider every possible quantity of any object as a dimension. For instance, one might describe this page as being nf plus nb plus n, whatever the hell. Readiness, ambiguity, velocity, and potential, and so on. Okay, that's what he means. I skipped down. So R means readiness, A means ability, V means velocity, P means potential, so on, until you had noted and measured the quantities it possesses and excluded all that does not. For convenience, we may write this expression as I don't know what the fuck he's got. He's got would be F plus B plus whatever dimensions. Hold on, I want to get down here to where he has same shit. Talking about the yin. He's talking about the yin, the yang. Talk about, how the Chinese, like ourselves, began with the idea of absolute nothing. They make an effort to call it a Tao. And let's go to see Manly P. Hall was talking about what? India. and how Buddha was one, right? So I'm trying to get down to, and it says, this is what Manly P. Hall says, the beginning, a little large, double line, okay, whatever, represents development of the original to the natural order of the elements. I shall call the male principle M and the female F. So male, male 1, Can, Heavenly Father, 2, Lee, the sun, 3, the fire, 4, air, for the man, and the female is the 1, earth, mother, 2, the moon, 3, water, earth. This shit, his shit is fucking crazy. Hold on, let me try to find where he did the one. He did the 1 times. Try to find it. Maybe I'll do it in a later video. He has the equation of. He did a lot of math, man. He did a lot of math. A lot of math. I can't find it right now. Oh, right here. Oh yeah, right here. It says where's it at? Sorry, guys. Right, bridge ices before road signs. Hold on, damn, I'm trying to find. They're talking about Alistair Crowley, 6x6, 3x3, 4x4 squared, 2x2 squared. Let me see if I can find it. I'm watching. Oh, right there. Hold on. Why can't I bring this shit up? The Agrippa. Yes. It's in the Agrippa. Yeah, it's in the Agrippa. Hold on. Watch, you're gonna see Terrence Howard get into some magic. You'll see him. You'll see him talk about you know, all the shit you see. And Aleister Crowley's AK, the Great Beast, 1 times 1 equals 2 equation. Hold on. I'm trying to find the exact where it exactly came from. But there's a reason why he's being pushed right now. Oh, I'm not fucking. I gotta get ready to get up off here. But I'm about to get up off here. Shout out to all you guys. And you know, sorry if I hurt Terrence Howard fan club's feelings, but y'all talk later. Watch and peace and love, y'all.